So welcome back to AHSAN quarterfinals day here at the AHSAN. So halfway through our 8 matches this afternoon and this evening, and after that men's singles we turn our attention to men's doubles, and Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin, the number 7 seeds from Chinese Taipei, are up against the reigning and 3-time world champions and beaten finalists last year, AHSAN and SETIAWAN from the host nation. Well, when we look at the men's doubles draw from quarter-final stage, we can see, as with the men's singles, only 4 different nationalities, 5 seeds, 3 pairs from Indonesia and 3 pairs from Malaysia. All 3 pairs, as you can see, from Malaysia in the top half of the draw. 1 Danish pair and 1 from Chinese Taipei. But both finalists from last year, the 2-time defending champions Gideon and Sukamuljo, and the pair we're about to watch, AHSAN and SETIAWAN, are the number 1 and 2 seeds. So the only 2 pairs at quarter-final stage who have ever contested a final at this event, number 1 and 2 seeds. So here come the pair from Chinese Taipei, Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin, making their first appearance here as a pair, because this time last year they hadn't even formed their partnership. They didn't form their partnership until the Spain Masters in February, and probably won the Spain Masters a year ago. In fact, they achieved 4 finals and 3 titles in their first 6 tournaments together. Incredible run at the start of their partnership. But listen to the roar from the fans here as the number 2 seeds, the reigning world champions AHSAN and SETIAWAN, make their way to the arena. 11 finals last year from 19 tournaments played. What a year they had. They've contested finals at all 5 levels of World Tour events. And that is a pretty unique achievement. So, as you can see, this is the 8th meeting between these 2 pairs. And of course, all previous 6, I do beg your pardon, 7, 6 of which were last year, because they met in the quarterfinal a week ago at the Malaysia Masters. It was 3 games, 21-19 in the deciding game. So Li Yang is 24 years of age, born in Taipei, currently enjoying their 8th consecutive week at a career high of 7. His partner Wang Chi-Lin is 24, but he'll turn 25 tomorrow. Wouldn't it be a wonderful birthday present if he was playing in the semi-final come tomorrow's program? He was a quarter-finalist here back in 2018 with his former partner Chen Hengling, and as you can see, they have been pushed the full distance in both their first matches. Against the qualifiers, Kang and Kim from Korea in the first round dropped the opening game, and then yesterday against the Olympic silver medalists Go Vi-shem and Tan Wee-kyung dropped the middle game in yesterday's encounter. AHSAN is 32 years of age, born in Palembang in South Sumatra, currently world number 2s, but did spend 38 consecutive weeks as world number 1s. His partner is 35. In fact, he won his 4th world title on his 35th birthday, because not only has he won 3 golds with his partner of today, he also won gold with Marcus Kido in Kuala Lumpur in 2007. They, in contrast to their opponents, have won both of their matches in 2 straight games. In their first round against Ranki Reddy and Shetty, had to save a game point in the opening game. And then against Yu Qingyao and Yang Po Han, they came from 15-19 down in that second game to win 22-20. So our court officials for this one from Iran and Italy. So 11 finals last year for AHSAN and SETIAWAN, but 6 finals last year for their opponents, this pair.
Chi-Lin, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Muhammad AHSAN, SETIAWAN, Indonesia. Leon serve to Muhammad AHSAN, love all, play.
So the number 7 seeds from Chinese Taipei, and Wang, getting his quarterfinal underway. Muhammad AHSAN is a 2-time former winner of this event with his former partner Bona Septanol. In fact, he's been in 3 finals because, of course, he was in last year's final. That was going wide with his partner of today. Lovely disguise on the drop shot.
1 off.
Got the net cord, the shuttle badly deflected.
2-1.
Seems to lift his shirt sleeve. It does Chi-Lin.
2, 3.
Steen, did you watch the toss of the coin this match? Who chose ends?
I'm not totally sure, but I think Wang and Lin chose to start on this near side of the court. A little bit against the drift alongside the court is Wang and Li. Sideways drift, left to right. That's a good idea, in my opinion, to flip Hendra SETIAWAN a lot. It's a very close match they had last week in Malaysia. That's gone wide. So I think there's a chance that Wang and Li can challenge them again today.
Oh, that's going very wide.
He knew it immediately. Yang.
4-7.
Oh, that's perfect. Placement.
Yeah, clever.
It also shows this Yang who plays it into the sideways drift. We saw Xi Yuqi in the last match do it a number of times. It also shows, in my opinion, how much is conscient thinking within each shot, and how much is sort of like reflexes that you practiced over and over again. I think it's telling as to how many reflexes you practice over the years, and how much you can sort of manage to consciously change in your approach on court.
It's too flat and gone long. And it's a sort of shadowing of come over the top of the shuttle. Yeah, and it's a 5-point advantage for Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin here in the opening game. And Chen Hung-Lin with the red tracksuit top, Wang Chi-Lin's former partner. Just 6 minutes into the match, into the game. We were joking about it last week, weren't we, Steve, about AHSAN and SETIAWAN. The matches, they don't like the long rallies. I'm not even sure if that's close to them, is it? And the thing is they're so proficient in the serve, return and third shot, and they love to go for their shots as well.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the game going on the areas where you feel you're strong. And then it's up to the opponent to better their skills in those certain areas. But so far, Wang and Li, they've done a good job.
7-11.
Yeah. Good interception.
8-11.
Hasn't started well, in my opinion, Hendra SETIAWAN. Not been a real force on the back court, and it'll be interesting to see whether he can raise his game.
I thought he was struggling a little bit last week as well, Steve.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
Just mistimed it.
15-8.
It's silenced the crowd here in Estonia.
16-8.
Oh, that's gone long as well. Oh, it's a totally one-sided opening game. Well judged.
18-8.
Missed it. Well, this is absolutely extraordinary.
19-8.
Also well done by Chi-Lin to get both of those pushes from AHSAN back.
Service over. 9-19.
Game point opportunities.
Service over. 20. 10 point. 9.
Whole host of them. It's gone wide, and they convert on their first game point opportunity.
21-9.
Umpire confirming 21-9, and I can tell you that that game was won and lost in just 10 minutes. Extraordinary for the reigning world champions.
Yeah, at least extraordinary that they haven't won it
Exactly.
in 10 minutes, that they've lost it in 10 minutes. That's the really surprising thing. Let's see what
Ya, depannya masih megang. Kalau disodok panjang-panjang masih ada yang berani. Kan naruh, deret, belok, kanan. Kalau dipanjangin ya, bisa. Ya. Dari awal lagi, mau apa lagi ya?
Coaches. I'm talking at the moment. And that's a rarity too, Steve. You very rarely see in the men's doubles discipline 2 coaches out for a coaching break.
it looks like it's severe here.
Yeah.
When both these two really experienced coaches are out there. We saw the match last week against Liu Chen and Li Junhui. That was a great match.
In the semi-final with AHSAN and SETIAWAN losing in 3 games.
So I thought Li and Liu played well there, so it wasn't like it was that bad from an Indonesian perspective. But let's see if the change of ends have done something good for the world champions.
1 long.
Well, the fans here in Stoira desperately trying to lift AHSAN and SETIAWAN. Always challenge here.
Yeah, and he's going to win the challenge. I think it touched the line. It's enough that the cork is outside the line. Sometimes I at least tend to judge by all of the shuttle, seeing it here from our elevated positions.
Well, already very different complexion on this second game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shot. Great smash from Liang.
2-5.
Stretching a little bit outside the picture, Li Yang, after he killed this one.
Yeah, he's got some quite heavy strapping on his left leg, hasn't he?
7-6-2.
Good flick serve. Oh, that's well catched as well. That's drifted long.
I think that is one of the differences on the side here in Istora, that you can't really push your defense or your flat game too much when playing the far side of the court. It's been difficult to see from at least the men's singles match that we saw that there is this drift alongside the court, but I think it shows up now.
Oh, good defence. In the end, that defence was broken down by Mohammad Hassan.
$7,000. 3-9.
Absolutely delightful. The change of pace from Hendra SETIAWAN.
10-3.
And they've been they have been more dominant in the second game than Wang and Lee were in the first. So
Super.
things not looking as bad as at least I presumed.
Play. $7,000. 4-10.
Such a good return of serve, slightly across the body of Liang, and it means that the reigning world champions and the beaten finalists from last year have a handsome lead at the mid-game interval here of the second game.
Interesting third game.
Do you find that interesting as well, Steve, the fact that Chen Hung-Ling seemed to be doing all of his talking to Chi-Lin, his former partner? Does he think he can control it more? And
maybe he knows him better than he knows Li Yang, and he knows that he can sort of get to him. But I think if I were the two coaches from Chinese Taipei, if I had a solution for Wang and Lee playing the far side of the court, I wouldn't give it to them in the middle of the second game here, down 11-4, because I would think that they probably would lose this game anyway, and I wouldn't alert the Indonesians to what I was going to do in the third game. Is that surprising?
Yeah, it does surprise me. I don't think I'd have the confidence to do that. I would, you know, it makes sense. But
I would give them some other things to focus on, but I wouldn't get them to play the plan that I hope is going to win the match for us when we change ends in the third game. Not at 11-4. At 11-8, it's a different story.
Yeah, but at that stage, you then can't speak to your players. Oh,
no, if it's 11-8 at the mid-game as well.
Sorry, yep, misunderstood. So many cheap points for the world champions because of that good serve and interception. But that was a very good return from Wang Chi-Lin.
7-14.
Found the gap. Great awareness.
Service over. 8-15.
It's pushed long.
9-15.
Just a little acute angle.
And that's one of the things you've got to flick, Henry SETIAWAN, even you're flicking from the fast side of the court and have difficulties control your flick. You've got to do it because otherwise it comes closer and closer to the net.
Berbahagialah kita semua di sini dan bersama kita telah hadir Bapak Ketua Umum BWF Bapak Wiranto. Selamat datang, selamat menyaksikan.
Yeah, it's just wide.
That's the right service return in my opinion. Playing the far side of the court, just blocking it and be ready for the next one because they're playing back at you.
Oh, yes.
30-17.
AHSAN and SETIAWAN taking this second game and forcing a decider.
Lee 射灭新生场，
7-14.
得力打。 Lee 射灭新生场，得力打。 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 Lee 射
1 point away. 7 game point opportunities for AHSAN and SETIAWAN.
Robertus Pomor, Indonesia. Service charge, Robertus Pomor Oscariano,
40,
Indonesia.
20.
Cool point.
Daddies. Their affectionate nickname, already world champions here in Indonesia. Oh, can't be marred by much.
50, 20.
One game all. 21-15. 25 minutes into the match, and it's 1 game apiece.
Dia pasti akan nolok panjang, dirinya agak mundur. Jadi dia nolok, kita belok, kita belok.
One player,
Oh, kadang-kadang kalau
whilst
pas
being
bolanya
talked to,
sini,
can
tapi
hear
kalau
what
mepet,
the other player is being told, because I tend to see it as a pair, as a whole, so that you should have some kind of understanding for what your partner is doing at the same time. It's very distinct that Chi-Lin and Chi-Lin talking to one player each.
Yeah.
And I think you have to be really, really sure about what the playing concept is to do it that way.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Some of our VIPs enjoying the badminton here this afternoon. So here we go, third and deciding game.
Long ball. Play.
Yeah, stayed well in.
Service over. 1 long.
Excellent. I was just about to say, I think we're going to see the Indonesians go stone cold for the net,
1
because it's so difficult to play the back line with accuracy.
Yeah.
And if you try play the mid-court, you still play it into the hands of the opponent, because they can push it a bit more than you can.
1.
And then things like this happen.
3, 1.
Well played, Liang. Those flat drives along the sideline, I mean,
1.
they're really difficult for the opponents to do something about.
Out.
So that's 1 service error apiece now,
Service over. 2.
and that's in this deciding game. Oh, goodness, look how long that was.
That was a short swing he had on it.
5,
Yeah,
2.
so difficult to control the length of the shuttle from that far side. Oh, that end doesn't look too much better either.
But it's the right side of the court is the more one that is difficult to control, or more difficult to control, but still more difficult to control when you're standing on the other side.
4-5. Service over. 6-4.
Oh, that's going wide. It definitely has. But I don't think AHSAN needed to have picked the earlier one.
I agree.
5-6.
Oh, that's quick on the net there from Liang.
Service over. 7-5.
Bounced on the top of the tape and went over. That return from this man.
If you could get 50-50 situations, or even 45-55 situations, playing the far side of the court, definitely want to take them, because then you have the advantage when you play this near side here.
Yeah.
Service over. 8-7.
Back well to that flick serve.
Service over. 9-8.
This is one of the situations they should go for when they change ends. Wang, Chi-Lin and Li Yang. Li at the front and Yang at the back.
11-8. Interval.
Well,
10-10.
it's a 3-point advantage to Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin at the change of ends in this third and deciding game. But that return of serve from Mohammad AHSAN looked to me as if he was going to leave it, and then it sort of fell on his racket, and then he played almost a slingshot. It's extraordinary. 33 minutes into the match, and we're halfway through the third game.
And they have to realize now, Li and Wang, that if they play from a position too far below the tape, they've pretty much lost the rally playing the far side of the court. So their only chance is to lift reasonably flat and move forward in the defense, if that's the case, if they play from below the tape. They should do everything they can to win the battle on the front court. And that means blocking almost everything.
9-11.
To get an all-out attacking chance.
A little bit of frustration there from Mohammad Hassan.
Yeah, that was a lucky point for the Chinese Taipei players. Another lucky point.
Well, line judge called it wide. I agree with the line judge there, but the pair from Chinese Taipei decided to challenge.
Yeah, I side with the challenge, but I've been wrong before on that line. I thought I was so right.
Here we go. What matters is what Hawkeye say. Line judge was right.
Service over. 10, 12. Play.
Oh, what a good flick serve. That's extraordinary.
11, 12. Lead. Play.
Good rally. Yeah. And keeping it flat, as you suggested, the pair from Chinese Taipei. And quite clearly, the longest rally of the match so far.
That block is genius play.
My goodness. Suddenly this match has come alive. What a rally.
It's not long. That's the problem, that you can play some rallies, but all of a sudden your reflexes just gives it a little bit extra, and you need to, if you play two, three shots and haven't gotten a bigger advantage, just block it, make sure you get an all-out attack. And they should also be aware that the Indonesians are going to play the net, they're going to play it from far below the tape.
7 over. 14, 13.
Oh, he's missed it. Would you believe it?
15, 13.
Well, I wonder if that might prove costly.
It can be one of those rallies that change games around, change momentum.
Play.
He's so good at the front of the court, since Mohammad Hassan. I do beg your pardon, that Hendra SETIAWAN. Well, they're both good at the net, in all honesty.
They are. He's also so quick with his racket, Li Yang, when he's playing well. Sometimes he falls out, and when he does that, then it's just too bad. But Wang and himself, they need him to be at his best if they want to win this men's doubles. Ooh, that was going long.
15, 16.
again, back level.
16 all.
Lovely, lovely change of pace.
Service over. 17, 16.
Yeah, that's super from Li Yang.
That's well played. That's well played by Wang and Li.
18, 16.
Well, the Indonesians, if they're to please their home fans, they're going to have to hold their nerve here. 2 points adrift at this crucial stage.
Service over. 17, 18.
Ladies and gentlemen, on court 2.
This is such an important serve.
Play.
Zhao Junpan, China.
It's a good one.
Versus Victor AHSAN, Japan.
It's gone wide.
It was the right idea.
18 all.
Senegal, Abdul Rahim Jawan, Indonesia. Court 2.
Service over. 19,
All credit, because
18.
he was very quick back there, wasn't he? Chi-Lin.
Yeah.
Back to the flick serve.
Players on
It
court.
was good placement of his smash too.
So the advantage with AHSAN and SETIAWAN, they're only 1 point behind.
Play. Lee. Lee. Lee.
Great serve.
Service over. 19 all.
19 all. Coaches look more nervous than the players do. Match point opportunity. A roar from the fans here in Istora, indicating that the match point opportunity is for the home players, Mohamed AHSAN and Hendra SETIAWAN. And they've done it. 5 of the last 6 points. From 16-18 down to win 21-19 in the deciding game. Great spirit between all 4 players. Isn't that just lovely to see? That the home fans celebrate an Indonesian victory. Three games. This
Good match.
the final point.
Mohamed AHSAN, Hendra SETIAWAN. 9-21.
Having been very much
15,
in the driving
21,
seat after
19.
the return of serve, got the net court. The pair from Chinese Taipei, but it was the Indonesians who prevailed. 9-21, 21-15, 21-19 in the deciding game in a match lasting just about 44 minutes.